What's good, everybody? I'm a hip-hop journalist, and my name is Jhiermiel Showell, and you're watching Hot 302, Delaware. Hi, Lorena. I love hip-hop, and I was just like, I need to do something in this game, so what can I do? I love to write, or like, and I'm very inquisitive. I ask a lot of questions. I don't know, JayZ is important to, like, the culture. And, like, for real, you would have thought Jesus Christ and Muhammad was talking about my work. Like, really. So, like...
I read a review, then the guy from the New York Times. Like, I read two reviews. I read the guy from the New York Times, and I read the kid from All Hip Hop. They both had, like, interesting points of view. The guy from All Hip Hop was saying...
That blew me away. But, like, it was just crazy because I was just like, oh, he was, like, quoting the work, though. So, I mean... Graduated from college in 2010, and I was unemployed, and I had to go back home, get a job, all that. And of course, like, there a lot of jobs weren't hiring anybody, not even college graduates or anybody off the street, whatever. So I knew I wanted to, my degree was in communications and excuse me, and media writing. So, I had a love for hip-hop, and so just what I did was, of course, I filled out applications to, like, BET, MTV, trying to work in television or media. Created my own blog site. I called it DejaVu.com, meaning you saw it but never seen it, like the real word deja vu means. But I kind of, like, made the title of that, like, I am deja vu, because people, and I would just report news and stuff that happened around hip-hop and entertainment. And then I just started to say that, like, I need some exclusive interviews in order to keep people coming to my website. I needed to get my own exclusives that way to keep an audience or to keep people drawn to coming to me, not interviews with mainstream artists. What I did was, if they were coming to an event, I would reach out to the promoter. I'll look up the information on the internet and just reach out to the promoter of the event. Or at certain events, the artist would be drunk, and I didn't want to get them in, like, certain frames of mind and stuff like that or whatever, and, like, I won't get the best quality interview. And plus, they don't deserve that either. They go through a whole lot of being embarrassed whenever they do like this. I started reaching out to publicists of the artists directly to them, and booking interviews, either going to the studio or, like, now I started getting my own interviews, and for a while I wasn't getting paid. I've been doing this, still go out and do this as if I wasn't getting paid, and I was just making a name for myself, getting exclusive interviews with mainstream names in hip hop, and a few. I want to keep it mostly about the music and not really, like, the gossip and things like that. Like, they already get that from everybody else. So it's like my new way of doing interviews, just, keep it strictly about what they're doing, the music and the message that they're putting out. If they want to talk about other things, then, like, that'd be up to them. If you're a journalist, you need to also be a film director or producer. Like, it's not just like, getting a story, asking questions. Now, like, you got to produce, like, good media content, and, like, you can flip what you're doing and go into that. It's very easy because as being a journalist, you learn a lot about media. You learn a lot about how things are set up, how you want the interview set up and things like that. Before you know it, you're, like, producing, like, a film or a TV show in a sense. Like, we're just setting up the interview, how the camera goes and stuff like that, whether you're on camera or whether you're from behind camera. So it's like, like, I think journalism is turning into that. Because a lot of the artists aren't even doing a lot of interviews anymore unless you're major radio, major TV. So all of us on the internet need to think about, oh, okay, we need to come up with more original ideas or projects and build relationship with these artists. And so that way, like, they're more receptive to it because it has a plot to it or a theme. It's not just a regular interview like you're searching or fishing for information, which is how a lot of them are starting to feel now. That's why they're only talking to major radio or major TV. The website still get interviews, but I think after a while it's pretty much going to, like, fizzle down. So us as journalists need to spin off a curve into, you know, doing media production and directing, like, you know, things like that, and come up with original ideas, movies, documentaries, TV show type projects, vlog series, whatever. Interview is based on one subject, but it's like, you know, their beefs with people or anything else in the gossip, like, just leave it alone. I want to keep it strictly on, all right, this is what, you know, they doing while they're working on projects, or like, you know, while they're on stage performing, like the things like that happen, you know, to those artists. I'm going to start documenting that or putting a story on that. Us as journalists, we create the story, not just go out and get it, because, like, you know, everybody goes out and tries to get one or gets an exclusive or anything like that. We gotta make news. We gotta create news. I would just say just be creative, and if you have an idea or a way you want to do your interview, or a way you want to film, or a film project idea, and you really haven't seen it from anybody, and you start to think to yourself, oh, well, people don't do that, it's not really, like, you know, the thing, like, you know, being as though nobody ever did it, that should be more the reason why you should do it. Like, yeah, in 10 years I hope to be fat and bald and successful and at home, and putting, hopefully by that time I put together a nice team of young journalists to go out there and have the fun that I was having. So that's why I meet artists from mainstream to independent, underground, or whatever. And the one thing I always tell them is, I just want you to keep doing it. Just keep at it. I'm a real avid for people doing something that they love, like, you know, and doing it as a career.